All right, episode 9, Bound in Flesh. Of course, saying episode 9 is getting me very excited for this December. All right, so we have the. This has been done so many times in movies and TV series and everything, but there's two versions of the same person. I just did an episode of Are You Afraid of the Dark like this, the chameleon freaking episode. This happens so many times. But they're, Pablo and freaking Kelly have to decide which Ash is the real Ash. I'm the good Ash. You're the bad Ash. Goody little two shoes. And so they have to, listen to their pleas and try to figure out which one's which. And they decide and they figure out the real Ash because the real Ash is racist, but not against Asians. And because he's extremely selfish. The way that all plays out and the reasons why he loves Asians, about, the massages and all that, hilarious. Just fucking hilarious. And then he has to cut up his own body with a chainsaw. Imagine something duplicating you perfectly, looking exactly like you, and then taking a chainsaw and cutting your own body up, what you know to be your own body. You want to talk about a mind fuck? I don't know. We always watch the series and these kinds of movies as fun and playful, and they are, and they're silly. But when I put myself in that situation, I'm like, there's nothing funny about that. Like cutting my own body up. I mean, I don't, unless you have like an identical twin or something, nobody really has ever had to do that. So that's beyond even our comprehension. And I love that, Ash goes out because he knows he needs to dismember Amanda and get rid of the body so that she won't become a deadite. And when he decides to go out there, he's like, oh, I need to have respect, but, I might as well get a peek at her tits really quick. He's going to go out there and find this woman who was just murdered brutally, has blood covering her whole body. Ash is just Ash in that moment, and he is going to totally go out there and expose, her breasts. I love that. That's so fucked up and hilarious and so Ash. When Kelly and everyone are out in the woods in this, the woods are so well lit. They're like lit as well as I am right now. It's crazy bright out there. So they don't even make an attempt that they're out in the dark woods. It is so bright. It almost feels like daylight. The Amanda Deadite is really cool. I like her. And I love this. She takes the real hot friend of Samara Weaving's Heather character and her husband, and she sticks her hands in the back of their fucking heads, lifts them up off the ground, and then walks around using them as puppets to talk. Hilarious shit. Absolutely hilarious. And then she even says to someone, she's like, right before she's about to kill him, like, just want you to know, before you die, there is no heaven. That is coming from a demon. It's like one of the most horrible things you could say. It's just like, just so you know. Just so you know. Whether you don't know if it's true or not in that moment. You got to think, maybe if there's demons, there's probably a heaven, maybe. But when they're like, just so you know, and this is coming from a source that might be reputable here, there's no heaven. So you're about to die without a heaven. Fucking Christ. That would be like, oh my God. Even if you didn't believe in one before, there's still this glimmer of like, maybe I'm wrong. And this one's like, no, I'm telling you, there's none. And I'm from hell, so there's only one other option, right? Then Ruby comes in and saves the day. So return of Ruby. Heather breaks her leg and then has to watch her friends. So she's just out on a hike, wanting to get some love. I don't know why this girl would have an issue finding anybody. This girl's out there by herself and she's just about to jump on Pablo's dick. Yeah, in a fantasy universe, sure, why not? But she has her leg broken, and then she has to watch her friends being fucking hacked up by complete strangers that she just met after being attacked by a demon. You want to talk about somebody who's going to be absolutely fucked up forever in the head? Although, obviously, spoilers, obviously, for the next episode, she doesn't make it. Man, she has a brutal death, too. Then they deface the book. So there's the face on the front of the Necronomicon, which I put up there. You can see it now. I put it where I said I would. It's not very lit, though, so I don't think anyone can tell what the hell that is. I don't like where it is down now. The shadow's blocking. Well, there's a Necronomicon. My finger is on it. It's in its mouth. But yeah, so they cut the face off of it, which I thought was really cool because then it becomes a leather face mask, essentially, that sticks to Pablo's face because he's wearing that necklace. And he reminded me of so much in this episode and the next episode when he has the thing on. He looks like freaking Bubba. He looks like Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. It's hilarious. Every time I saw it, I was like, hey, it's great. And then, yeah, she says Sheetar. When she's doing her, chants and this and that, she says all these different things, and she says Sheetar. So shout out to Blood Diner. Blood Diner is a fantastic film. If you haven't seen it, go see it. If you love it, I did a podcast on it with my co-host. We love that movie. We even had a guest on that one. Shout out to Wyatt. And then, yeah, we find out that Ruby is actually the one who wrote the Necronomicon. The whole thing? Yes, the whole thing. So that was pretty badass to see the actual author of the Necronomicon. It's cool to expand the lore. That's what this is for, right? And I love that they're doing it. Let's move on to the last one.